Okay, there we go. Welcome again, everybody. Thanks for joining. Happy Thursday. It's our last Thursday of February already. Okay, so what I'd like to start with today, instead of sitting, we're going to start with a little breathing practice lying down. And you can either have your strap or the option to use a stretchy band. What you're going to do is I'll call it a strap either way. Take your strap and place it, lie it on your mat. Have a blanket for your head. And you're going to lie down on your back with the strap right connected to around the bra line, bottom of the shoulder blades in that area. For the rest of the practice, have your blocks handy and we should be good to go. So we're going to start with our feet on the floor and the knees bent. And just make sure your head feels a little supported from the tops of the shoulders or the curve of the neck, whatever feels comfortable for you there. I'm just going to take my microphone off. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. So let's just take a minute here just to land in this position. Feel your feet on the ground, feeling your back body supported. And then we'll bring your feet almost as wide as your sticky mat and drop the knees to the left. And take the right arm, reach it up alongside your head, wherever is comfortable. And then take your left hand over to your lower ribs on the right side, the side you're stretching, and take a couple of breaths into the right rib cage. And you might feel the breath as well in the abdomen or other places, but just directing your breath into the right side of the ribs. And we've been working this week with an exhale, nice sigh out through the mouth, if you want to work with that today. So inhaling through the nose. And a nice sigh out, relaxed out through the mouth. All right, and then bring your right arm back down. We'll take the legs over to the right side now, knees to the right, and take your left arm up alongside your head, anywhere it's comfortable. Take your right hand to your left rib cage. And then we'll take 3 breaths on this side. So we're inhaling, just directing your breath or attending to the area of the left side here as you exhale, nice, relaxed breath out. Twice more like that. So really filling the chest and rib cage here with your breath. And then bringing your knees up to center. Feet can come back to hip distance. Now take the 2 tails of your strap into your hands. Depending on if you have a stretchy band or a strap will be a little bit different. So I'd like you to reach your arms up towards the sky now, and you can just hold your strap so your strap is taut. And you can feel a little bit of the strap around the shoulder blades here. All right, so we're just going to reach with the shoulder blades away from the floor. Take a nice breath in and a soft breath out, and feeling your mid back just press down into the floor a little bit as you reach from the shoulder blades upward. So that's a retraction of your shoulder blades coming away from the floor, helping your back ribs come back down to the ground. We'll maintain that now. Inhale and breathe into the strap. And then a nice long exhale out. And we'll do 2 more of those. Elbows are soft. See if you can breathe into the belt, the strap. Nice and wide through the rib cage, and exhale long and slow. And one more like that, inhaling. So we're breathing side into the ribs, back body. And a nice long exhale. And then go ahead and bring your strap, relax down, relax your arms. And then we'll just take your left knee in, clasp around the back of the leg, stretch the leg up. Let's circle the ankle. Warming up through the foot, ankle. Both directions for your circles here. And then switch. Right leg comes in, hold the back of the leg, circle the right ankle around. And both directions. All right, and then bring your foot back to the ground. Let's roll on over to one side. Now let's come up to hands and knees. You won't need your strap right now, so you can place that aside, but you can put some cushion under your knees as you need to. Take your blocks under your hands, shoulder width distance apart. And we'll do a little shoulder flossing this morning. So softening through the elbows, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Go ahead and press into the block, broadening the shoulder blades away from the spine, and then melt the shoulder blades towards the spine, and then pressing into the blocks again. So we're just moving in this scapular or shoulder blade movement here on the back of the rib cage. And just feeling how the shoulder blades can widen gently and then come closer together. So just a couple more of these. All right, now find a neutral place here in your shoulder blades and then press a little bit stronger into the left hand block. Feel the shoulder blade move into its nice full shape here, and then take your right hand and just touch your left shoulder. So we're going to just hold this single arm reach from the left shoulder blade down through the left hand. Right hand is off the ground. You could put it on your shoulder or just keep it hovering is fine. And then let's switch. Bring the right hand to the block. Press into the block without locking the elbow. Feel the reach from your shoulder blade as you take your left hand across to your right shoulder. I'm just holding here. Breathing. Okay, let's switch one more time. Left hand down, press gently through the hand. Take the right hand over left shoulder and pause. So you are working the core a little, even here when we take one hand off the ground. And then switch, right hand down, press into the block, keep the elbow soft, and bring the left hand over to the right shoulder. Great, and then once more, bring both hands down. Now we'll just lift the right hand, push into your left hand. Take your right hand to your shoulder, and now slide your left leg back into bird dog. So you've already set your shoulder up for that nice stability there. And pause and breathe here. Okay, and then right hand comes back to the block. Last one, we're only going to do one of these. Press into the right hand, feel the right reach of the shoulder blade. Left hand comes across, and then take your right leg back into bird dog. So you can feel how you're stabilizing your shoulder really helps you to stay balanced in this bird dog. All right, and then bring both hands and knees back to the ground. Take your blocks forward, push your hands out on the blocks, lengthen back into your hips. Breathing nice full inhale, and maybe you want to sigh out the mouth or nose, nice long exhale here. Good, and then walk your hands back in, coming upright. Take your right foot into lunge, so left knee stays down. Right foot forward. Bring your palms together in front of you, interlace the fingers and reach the palms forward. So stretching out through the thumbs and the base finger knuckles of the hand. And then start to turn to your left, reach the right arm forward, left arm back. So taking a little twist here. Your pelvis stays fairly square to the front, but the left hip may turn back a little. And then let's switch. Reach the left arm forward, opening the right arm back. So taking a twist here. All right, now let's tilt forward. Bring your left hand onto your block. Right arm stays open. Reaching up as you reach down into your left hand. Bring both hands down to your blocks. Bring your blocks on either side of your front foot and shift a little forward. You can tuck the back toes under. And then straighten the back knee, coming into a lunge pose. Stay here a moment, just stretching out through the calf and the back leg. Keep the top of the left thigh lifting away from the ground, even as you're sitting into the hips here. Set the back knee down. Let's come back into that twist, opening the right arm up. And then rise up into your helicopter twist, turning to the right here. And let's return to the center and then take the left arm back again. So opening up, twist this way. Then back into center. Let's switch your feet. So we'll bring your right leg back and your left leg forward into a low lunge. You can have the back toes tucked under or top of the foot down. And we'll interlace your fingers again. Press your palms forward. Feel the space between your shoulder blades without elevating your shoulders. We'll turn open to the right now. Reach the right arm. Reaching from your center. So your right hip is turned back a little bit. Swing the arms forward and then rotate the other way. Take the left arm back. Reaching out with your right hand. I have to remind myself to relax my neck, my jaw. All right, let's stay in this twist to the left here as you tilt down. Bring your right hand onto the block, reaching the left arm up any amount. Just pausing here. And then bring your left hand down. We'll bring both hands to the blocks on either side of the front foot. Let's shift a little forward now. Feeling some opening through the right front of the hip, and then tuck the toes under, lifting the back knee. Stay here and breathe, pressing your hands down into the blocks, but also sharing the weight with your feet. So pressing the feet down into the ground as well. Then we'll reverse what we did. So bring your right knee down. We'll open back up into the twist to the left. And then coming back up to helicopter twist. Sweep the right arm forward, open to the right. Just coming back, reverse direction here. And then bring both arms forward, hands down to the blocks. Let's step the back foot forward now. So we're coming into standing forward bend at the top of the mat. Exhale, bending the knees a little bit, bow forward, belly towards the thighs. Sit back into your hips, rise all the way up now. Float the arms up on the wave of the breath, and then side bend to your right. Drop your right arm down, side bending for a moment. Again, directing your sensation, the breath into the left side body, and then switch. Side bend to the left. Grounding through the feet. Come back up, interlace your fingers behind your tailbone, lift the arms a little bit, opening up the front of the shoulders. Let's take a breath in here and see if you can find the breath between your shoulder blades. Even though there's a bit of engagement of those muscles, we want to send the breath there. Great. Keep the hands clasped. As you exhale, sit back into chair pose. Release the hands, bow forward, blocks under the hands. Good. Step back into table position now. Take one of your blocks between your upper inner thighs. And coming to table, hands and knees. Just taking my socks off here now. All right. So give a little bit of connection of the inner thighs to the block. Press the pads of the fingers down into the ground. Now, ideally here, we're not locking the elbows. So press into the floor just enough to feel the shoulder blades broaden. Take a breath in through your nose. And then as you sigh out the mouth, tuck the toes, lift the knees, bear pose. Floating knees here. Squeeze the block a little bit. All right, knees come down. Puppy pose, reach back, let the arms reach out. We'll do one more bear pose into down dog. All right, so we're coming up. Keep the block there if you can. That helps connect into the deeper core layers. Big breath in here. Exhale through the mouth. Tuck the toes. Hover the knees. Try not to lock the elbows. And then shift back into down dog. Now we do have the block there. That will dictate how far apart your feet are. And just do the best you can with this. Reaching back. Bend the knees almost like you're in chair pose. So you're taking the hips back. Pads of the fingers press into the ground. One plank pose coming forward. We're going to stay here and go back into down dog from plank. Back into down dog. And the knees down to the ground. All right. Let's come onto your stomach. All you'll need is your body. We're going to come down onto your abdomen here and take your left forearm out in front of you, parallel to the top edge of the mat. And then bend the right knee. Heel hugs towards the sit bone. Stay here with the base of the right thigh down, or if you want to take hold of your right foot and catch your foot for a thigh stretch here, but don't let your right knee come off the floor. So keep it down, pressing it down even a little bit. You can either keep your head and chest lifted or rest your head down. Now press your foot, if you have it, back into your hand. Take another breath in, always a little different breathing on your stomach here. Okay, switch sides, right forearm out in front, bend the left knee, and again, it may be just enough to hug the heel towards the sit bone. Otherwise, catch your foot if you want that a little extra there and press your foot back. So create a resistance, foot back into hand. Most importantly, just keep breathing. Just feel the flow of the breath here. All right, excellent. Release your foot, hands by the sides of the chest. One time into cobra pose here. Coming up. Tops of the feet down. Broadening through the shoulders and lower back down. All right, so come on to your side, whichever side you want to start with. I'm going to start with my left side. Just take some support under your head. We'll do a little bit of side twisting. So I'm on my left side here. Just bring your legs together, knees bent. Bring your palms together out in front. And just pause a moment. Okay. Let's take the right arm, or the top arm, I'll call it, up to the sky, twisting back. Staying here for a moment, breathing in. Bring your left hand palm to the bottom hand palm to the top side of your rib cage. I'm going to stay here and just again, like we did when we first started, just feel the breath under your palm here of whatever side is on top. So it's at the lower ribs, maybe middle ribs here. Just inviting awareness into your breath. All right, and then come on back down. And let's turn onto your other side. So not hanging out there long. Once you arrive there, palms come together out in front of you, knees bent, reaching the top arm up, and take a twist and then pause. Pause with a little bit of reach. Take your bottom hand palm to the upper side, the top side of your rib cage, and explore your breath here. Just a couple, 3 or so nice relaxed breaths. Great. And then release your arm down. All right. So watching the clock here. Let's take your blanket and roll it into a long tube roll. So long enough that you can lie over it. So take it from a rectangle shape and make your roll. And lie it over your mat vertically. And then we'll sit on the one end and we'll have the head at the other end. And we're just going to let the arms come out to the side. I recommend keeping your feet on the ground when you're in this position. Just a nice way to create some space through the front of your shoulders this morning. You can have the arms in a T or a little bit lower. You look here, once your arms are where you want to have them, you can slide the arms into snow angels, which I can officially say we have enough of that. So snow angels, sliding them along the ground, just keeping in mind that you want to have, if you feel your lower ribs push up towards the sky as your arms get higher, you're just kind of perpetuating that rib flare and the mid back tension. So we want to keep this movement of the arms in a range where your ribs just stay relaxed and you can feel the breath. Okay. And so we're not just going for sensation of highest movement that we can get in our arms. The body will find a way to compensate for what our mind is trying to get done. So we just listen to the body. And then let's just pause your arms anywhere you like, if you were doing those floor angels. And we'll just, again, take a nice breath in and out. And then reach the arms up to the sky now. Palms face towards the feet. Reach the shoulder blades away from the floor a little more. And then melt them back down to surround the roll. And then reach up again and melt down. We'll do 2 more like that. Let your head stay super heavy as you're moving through your shoulder blades. Last one there. And then just give yourself a nice little hug. Wrap your arms across the front of your chest. Relax and breathe. And then switch the other arm on top. Feel the roundness of your rib cage. then we'll go ahead and bring your arms down. Let's roll off to one side. Keep rolling over till you can bring your hands to the floor and then sit back up. We're going to end practice today with a little seated focus. So you can take whatever you need to sit comfortably. And just coming back into our mudra that we're finishing with today for the month of February, which is our Swadhisthana mudra. Bringing your right hand palm to your lower belly and your left hand turned up out to the side as a gesture of receptivity. Feel free to close the eyes. Feel a nice long line from the tailbone up through the crown of the head, the center line of the body. Sensing into the flow of your breath here, one breath at a time now. Perhaps relaxing the tongue on the roof of the mouth and just connecting into your breath. Softening the jaw and the muscles around the eyes. Returning to your home ground of being.